people, welcome. Today is Friday, March 25th, and the time now is March 25th, 2022, and the time now is 7 p.m. my time. I don't know what time it is where you are around the world, but there's an old saying that you must not say anything bad about the dead, but I beg to differ, and that's a false notion that has been propagated by propagandists for over the years to silence their critics. If you notice, whenever anywhere you are in the world, especially in a first world country, whenever someone is killed by the police or has met untimely demise, first thing they start to tell you about the first day that the person went to infant school. And don't think that it is not done deliberately enough for you to form a picture in your brain about the person who's dead. So that's why I beg to differ on that notion that have been propagated by propagandists for years in Jamaica. They always say don't say anything bad about the dead. But whenever the dead dies, the dead want people to talk all the nice things about them. And how dare you to go outside of the realm and speak the truth about them? The truth matters. Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are an experienced and certified detective of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It's about to educate you with facts and not propaganda or hyperbole for the government, the police force, or its minions. I hate criminals with a passion and their supporters. I do believe that every criminal must live in fear for their lives and not the law-abiding citizens. I do believe in preemptive strikes against criminals, and there's no such thing names extrajudicial killings. No. And it must be called self-defense because you are preventing the suspect from carrying out other killings of citizens and tourists alike. I want you to listen to this detective, sergeant, and varnish experience of being framed by other police officers, namely the late Superintendent Leon Clunie. Yes, we know that he's dead and body decomposed, but we want his family, his wife, his children, his friends to know that yes, you look up to him, that he was this exemplary police officer, but there are things about him that you do not know or you would want to ignore. So in the era of public media that we have access to, social media, people is going to remind you of who your family was, even yours truly, whenever my time and when I depart this earth. So that's how it is. Mr. Clunie used to be at the corruption branch, and the day in which he was killed, it is alleged that the killer knew him before. It's a gunman who was in the military, U.S. military, and he has been chaperoning him around, and he was being protected by Mr. Clunie. However, this man, the gunman, have too much of him, and he killed him and killed Mr. Clunie and two other police officers and injured others. But we're not here to talk about his death. You understand? We just want to give you a snippet of this man because he has caused harm to a lot of police officers, their integrity and character, by framing them. I don't like thief in police. So if a police officer is thief, you don't expect any sympathy from me. I don't like them. But I don't believe in framing police officers either, or tell lie on them. So that's a no-no for me. So the same Superintendent Leon Clunie is alleged that he was caught cheating on a promotion exam at the Jamaica Staff College, at the Jamaica Police Academy where I was trained. And he was kicked out of the exam by the invigilator because of his connection with the upper echelon of the police force and the Police Service Commission. He did not face any disciplinary or criminal charges from his actions. So that goes to show you that when the people are corrupt in the police force, they are being protected. It's friend thing. People don't tell people the truth because they are friends. I'm the kind of person, believe you me, you and I are friends and you do something wrong. Whether or not you want to believe it, I am going to confront you and I am going to say to you, I don't care if you like me or not. That is just me. You understand? So I want you to listen to this, Detective Sergeant, and then I will get back to you, my viewers and loyal subscribers. Stand by.
You know, they say you shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But sometimes I believe when people want to cover up the wrongs of those who would align themselves with like Mike and Mandy. Them say man did. It wasn't all ill of the dead. But if you live a life of crime, criminality and corruption, it should be spoken about ad infinitum. This was the man who arrested and charged and lied on me and so. Can I ever get me charged? He had to lie on me so. Who in Clunie is? Who in Clunie is? I have no hatred or bitterness or revenge or anything of the like against him. But the truth should be told. Truth should be told. After the case, after we were acquitted, son and I were acquitted, at the no case submission level, and the judge ordered the arrest of the virtual complainant, the man who filed the complaint against me, the judge ordered him arrested. Clunie, after lying on me, he arrested me when he was an inspector. By the case was to be tried, he was promoted to DSP. Within a year, he was the case started in March 2008, and before the case was finished in February 2009, he was a DSP. And when Mr. Wilson could come and explain how this man would be wrong so far, so hard as inexperienced, and he was not bright fellow. But that's a given, that's a fact. He was no investigator. Let me give you an example. When he came to Kingston Central, where I was being kept, Mr. Wilson probably could tell you what I was doing at Central. I was very close to Radner, I don't know. So maybe I don't know, Mr. Lewin told him why I was harder transferred from arrested in St. Mary here at headquarters and passed every police station and dumped at Kingston Central among rats. Wilson came here and saw me, him and Artist Stewart. Neville Knight came here first and told me that he would have called him. Obviously, Neville Knight must have called him and said, no man, the man is a farmer general secretary police federation. No matter who have an indifference. You must go see the man. I know Neville Knight, the late, no late Neville Knight is a straight shooter too. And he told me that he would have called them. They came there and I showed them some of the rats. Some huge rats. Yeah, lock up the brother. Right? Clunie came there Wednesday, the 19th of March 2008. I've been arrested, me and my son, on the 13th of March. Almost a week after I came to do a Q&A. Constable named Nigel Pencil was the secondary interviewer. I was taking notes as he asked me questions. And he said to me, did you went to so-and-so? And I responded, I never answered the question. I have no answer to the questions. And no lawyer never tell me that. I do Q&A myself, and do proper Q&A. So I know if you answer tell him, no lawyer never tell me. Even though I had one there. So the constable, right, did you go? And the constable was correct. Because did is conditional. And therefore you can't say did you win. You can't use a past tense with did as making the sentence conditional. And I talk about me learning that in the early 80s. I was the top English student in my class. And Cynthia Stafford class at St. George's College. Until a fellow who did pass English already, O-level English. I think with B, but in Zemalog A. A very brilliant policeman from upper registry. Never know his name now. And he did get an A as I did. But he was a bright top. I told him my name. Constable. You see the man for a long time anyway. The man must have cut down a long time. I can't tell you name. I look straight down face, but I don't see him for any time there. So I was about 82, no, 83. Some between 82 and 83 and 83 and 84. But the second year I go there, I see him come there and do all the English. And him said, did you went? Can't use past tense so. But the concept obviously that was himself an English luminary. And therefore he knew that it was did you go? And he wrote, did you go? The concept wrote that. When Clunie looked what the concept wrote, Clunie take out his pen and try through it. Alright, did you went? And initially the part went cross out. You know, nothing that watch him. Arrogant bad, very arrogant fellow. Arrogant can't do. Well, the long and short of it is that after the case was tried and I was acquitted at the no case submission level, he came across to offer me a handshake. Me and Detective Sergeant, him as DSP, and me run that way. Me say me can't shake your hand, brother. You and your crony them from anti-corruption branch can tell lie for me and my son. If you send me and my son to prison, and don't about the case you have, me say no, me that drop down dead if me shake your hand. Me can't shake your hand, papa. And walk with him. All the clerk could never look for me so. Because the clerk could know me well enough because me use the case to give them to prosecute. Oh, damn, then me lie, I turn up and look. All in freeze, he couldn't. Say, well, I'm arguing. You really is a straight shooter, you know. No, me say boss, me couldn't shake your hand. But I probably freeze and dead in here today. Because I am not a hypocrite and I can't be a hypocrite. I walk with him. And from that boy, the brother takes one set from this, sir. Twice. 2 times. And he has a cousin over in the cadet group, you know, so my man wants to send the vice to give him a business. I don't care. Me attack it through. Me I shoot straight. Me attack straight and I shoot on the head. Twice he allegedly went to 2 CIB courses, 2 separate CIB courses being conducted at the training school. And the first thing, going to talk about anti-corruption by branching, you know, the first thing he reportedly did said was, who come from center? The man put up behind. He said, you know, take a shot and Morgan. He said, hey man, I'm the supervisor, man, I'm the best that. But Allen, Detective Corporal Allen. He said, best, when you go back at center and tell him, say, he must be dismissed. He must be dismissed. Can't say everything I want to say, no man, because can't say everything I want to say, but I'm going to leave that apart. And another detective came back with the same message, same modus operandi, come in, who come from center and area and tell him the same thing. This was 2009. 2009, can we go back to work? March 2009. My contract was terminated. By then, you know, in 2009, when it was announced that Rear Admiral Lewin would not continue, the whole force and the whole of Jamaica knew that Ellington would have been the next commissioner. The whole force. I received another day, and I must tell you this story. Another day, I was in court, having resumed. In 09, I was in court. Could be about 09, I can work for you. Could be same 09. One detective sergeant named Morris, who was also involved in the case, came to court. One of him anti-corruption branch in corruption case. I don't know who the charge us, but I see me at court and he come. Because I know Morris long time, you know, when I graduated in March 1980. Morris was promoted shortly before or after. I remember even go to see my acting capper, and was like constantly just get promotion. But it was a young acting capper, young man. Neat man, neat and crisp like a biscuit. He used to work in the general office. He was the office clerk for the soup. And I used to see him walk across from the soup office was right over where telecom, you know. But when you walk from Ellison with Gardum and go across the car park, you know, think of car park, you know, traffic, you know, it was a place when there was a park, stone car and all kind of car left on the road. Before them built up and turned the traffic headquarters. So we used to walk from over the barrack room, or we used to be upstairs, the barrack room, and traffic office was upstairs, but below the traffic office, if you back turn to the guard room, the traffic office will be on your right of the building upstairs, and the super office to the right of the building downstairs. Telecom downstairs, all are downstairs, and the rest are upstairs, a bathroom and barrack room and sitting. We used to live. So we used to just walk across the car park there and come again and walk over. Tomorrow now we used to walk from that office and go over patrol base with file. Like you used to get into the SOIC or some people were there. But every second I see him go to and fro as a part of his own. I need admire the policeman. I'm a Christian, you know, I'm a 7-day Christian. Admire Maro. Honest, genuine police. So that particular day when he came to court, he said to me, no, he come out from me and check, I'm running away too. And I said, Maggie, I'm here insult, brother. He said, no, me can't be. I said, Mario, you know, no, so me can't be a bucket, brother. He said, no, but me do nothing wrong. He said, Mario, me have the case file. I want even when they have a case, you know, whether it be my case or me have a copy of the file. Like they could have dashed your case file, they then done me a photocopy and give them again. The case have a try. And police learn this. You must have a copy of your case file. No man is supposed to dash your case and dash your case. You produce that. And when you realize they can't take the chance, they try it again, you know, they say, no man, I have a copy of Mogi Clark. I waste time. You could have show that. So me had a copy of my case, so they charge me under the anti-corruption law, you know. Lawyer give me everything. Even a CD. A CD with them print as part of the evidence. They tell the lawyer to print one and give me. Burn one and give me. Because they line up the brother, you know. The brother way so-called to come pay money. Then line him up with you know why I am? So the conversation was recorded. I went to tell about that department, I went to tell what the department is doing. So I said, Maro, I can't do that, brother. He said, no, Maro, I can't be the hypocrite. And so I tell Maro, say me have a statement. Maro said, man, give me one sit down. Man get weak. And then I said, Kim said, Bridget, you don't tell a lie about me for sure. I believe you can't be not lying there. But you don't talk the truth neither. He said, man, I want to talk to you, man. I want to talk to you. I'm not a Christian, man. And I came over the parish council office with the mayor, then keep them, with the council, then keep them meeting. Because there was no council meeting that day. I came going and lock the door. And that...
Yes, my people, so now that you have listened to this well-learned and rounded detective, so, you know, when people talking about corruption in the police force, and how these corrupted police officers are protected, and they are revered, lauded, and celebrated, and whenever something happens to them, you know, God forbid, they die from natural causes or whatever, they're dead, you hear all these glowing things about them. But nobody wants to talk about the bad things that they have done to even their colleagues. You understand what I'm saying? As for me, fighting crime, I do believe in, you know, you have to do all of the necessary things to make the people, you know, live in peace and security and serenity. You know, a place where they can raise their children, go to work and everything and feeling safe when they come home. That's my philosophy and my belief. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, as it says, that does not save your character. You understand? You know, it doesn't save it. So, the reason why I'm doing this video is to show you about corruption in the police force, and the more people commit crimes, or the more they're promoted in the police force because they are protected. You know, I'm wondering, you know, thinking of it, I'm thinking about it right now. You know, it seems like there's no police who are in the upper echelon of police force. If they have a friend or somebody who they really like or are close to, and if the person do something wrong, when I say wrong, I'm talking about something corrupted. Just like what the late Ricky Bailey did to me. You know, I had arrested him, went on a operation with elder man who was wanted for 2 counts of murder. They collected money and released the man, and Ricky Bailey collected money. How much US, you know, all of that is behind me, and I end up at court inquiry. Then Another time, guess who lied on me? Yes, man. Nobody but Arsmouth, Derek Clappy Knight. You know, I don't know how Derek Clappy Arsmouth Cowboy Knight was promoted to Assistant Commissioner of Police, but it showed that the force, well, it was and is stuck with criminal police officers. And the reason why I'm going to tell you this now, and why I said everything that this police officer, detective, has said is true, and the reason why I'm saying I believe him, because I have experienced pretty much the same thing as he has experienced. You have criminal police officers that framed me. Yes, you understand what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I can never ever like Derek Knight. You know, Ox, I can give him a little break, but Derek Knight is, well, both of them are criminal police. So I'm going to tell you something now about Derek Knight, how this man become Assistant Commissioner of Police and why, you know, our relationship so over the years. And what happened to Detective DSP Norman Sticky Hamilton with the gold thing at Arthur Tree, that could not happen to me because I would not work with him. So the thing is that now with Knight, we were at a meeting in the CIB office with DSP Renford Robinson on Monday morning, and it was an heated argument. Knight came to Hornsby and saw me, you know, because he was arrested and charged for murder, and in '89, so he came there in '93 as a detective corporal. I don't even want to talk about things that he had done before, you understand? I'm just showing you how these people operate. You know, they're like, they're real gangsters, criminals. So they use their police powers to bully other police. But I'm the kind of person I was raised not to be afraid of bullies. I never liked bullies because, you know, if you're gonna bully me, I'm gonna fight back. So what happened was that now this man, same man Knight, you know, in the meeting he was trying to put out, you know, portray himself as this big tough guy and all kind of thing. And although I'm a constable and everything, you know, fear is imaginary to me. So I put him in his place and it bruises his ego. That's how these people are. They're egoistic. They don't believe in people supposed to talk to them as men. They believe that you're supposed to talk to them as boys. And that's, you know, the police work doesn't cater for men because men can speak up, boys just shut up. It's like your father talking to you, don't say anything. So what he did now is he was able to solicit a detective sergeant named Tyndale from Internal Affairs to lie on me. Lie, you understand? And then I end up again at court inquiry. What they do with these things now, when they lie on you, these are things that they use to prevent you from getting promotion. Because once they lie on you and they start an investigation against you, it's lies, you know. But you know, they have people remember, you know, this man, you know, Knight, you know, knew the commissioner of police and claimed that he was doing all kind of shenanigans for him. You know, Stevie's and all kind of other things. Nobody can let me do things for them in terms of, nobody when I was a police officer, I even know, could get me to rob anybody of them cocaine or anything like that, or do any killing for them because I want to keep people silent because they have secret from because of criminal activity. I was not in that. Nobody could not get me to do that. So he was very close to Francis Forbes. But I knew Francis Forbes before this man, before Knight. I knew Francis Forbes from our training school as a cadet. And before he became Commissioner of Police, he used to come when he, you know, visit Greenwich Farm. You know, he would solicit and ask Bobby and myself, Bobby Williams, to come and guard him and protect him whilst he was there, you know. So, cut a story short with Knight, or corrupt, to show you the corruption is rampant in the police force. After all this man's crime, I'm going to just even want to tell you about one of his crimes. So, a few, before he had framed me, this Knight, you know, in the 1999 gas riots in the Waterhouse, he arrested a police officer from Special Anti-Crime for thieving salt mackerel, a jug of salt mackerel, you know. And at the same time, Knight arrested and charged the policeman for thieving. The same night, had men in custody at Punsby that he was extorting money from to get them for them to release them because they had robbed cocaine that was en route to the United States of America, and it reached to the police them at special anti-crime, and the next thing, and it was even boasting about it. The next thing is that special anti-crime task force was dismantled by the commissioner of police to protect Knight because they took away the file from the investigating officer, the file that would send this man to prison for corruption in the police force of extortion. This file was taken away from the investigating officers, and that's how they dismantled special anti-crime task force because of one man, because he's connected. So don't worry about when people talking about glaring things about some people. And I want to tell you, whether or not you want to believe it, these are the police officers that people, even right now in the police force, lauded, celebrated, and revered. You see, most of the police them that, if you as a police officer in any division, and you know a police officer who's corrupt and mix up, and you hear them lauding them, you would see them lauding them and celebrating them. These are the corrupt police officers that the police force cater for, and the upper echelon of the police force. You just got to understand that the police force is designed for criminals. You understand? I don't know if it changes, but when I was there, that's what happened. So it's time. We don't know how the force is going to change. If it's going to change its way from being a corrupt police force to a decent police force. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Please remember to like, share the video, and subscribe to it. You might not get video every day, but what you'll get is definitely facts. You understand? And we don't want any police officer to think that because they are dead, that whatever they did in the past is in the past. Even when you're a dead man, your family is going to know that you're a thief. You understand? You're not a good police. You're a thief in police. And I have worked with a lot of them. And I've seen them being promoted through the ranks over the years. And these people were leading people. And I can tell you this, the honest and good police officers, they are the ones that been stagnated and kept at the same rank, and they have been criticized, and they have been all kind of manner of evil that these people have done to them. The police force, hopefully it will change.